Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time, or if you are our regular viewers but you have not yet subscribed. I have realized that we have very many people who watch our videos, they even comment, they share them, but one thing that they have not done is that they have not subscribed. Please take a second or two and subscribe to our channel, then click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this. Also like our videos and share them. And to all our supporters, our subscribers, from the bottom of my heart, allow me to thank you also in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, Infotrak released an opinion poll result that was conducted. This is the first time, because I remember when William Ruto was celebrating his 1 year in office, there was another report by TIFA opinion polls. And this report is one that has got no good news to any government department. Linda Skarkai shared it this way, that President William Samoei Ruto rated D and Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua rated E, as all key government institutions under the opposition get a D in the year 2023 performance ratings survey conducted by Infotrak research. If you study the table there, the president has got a total of 47. They were being the questions were on parameters, on security, on promises, on service delivery, cost of living, taxes and all that. So the president is rated at D with 47, deputy president 36 with an E, cabinet secretaries D, the National Assembly D, the Senate D, Judiciary D, the police D, the opposition D, the county government D, and county assemblies D. So there isn't anyone who is lucky there. And these are opinions of Kenyans, both those who voted for the Kenya Kwanza team and the opposition apologists. That is it. And I don't know what you think. What do you make of the result there? Because it has really elicited a lot of debate in social media. There are people who feel that because the president has been given a D and the deputy president an E, wameonewa. While others feel that this, wengine hata wanasema president na deputy wote ni D na ni E, including our parliament. But one person who disagrees with the result is David Ndii. You all know that David Ndii is very controversial. In fact, I've heard Rigathi Gachagua says that he's a truthful man. I think David Ndii is also another truthful man according to him. Now, David Ndii took to the X handle, and this is what he's saying, that remind me what victory margin Infotrak gave Raila. Looks like Raila groupers have yet to learn lessons of getting high on own supply. You know, D is an economist, so every analogy is given in terms of economic terms. So they're saying that their own supply, that he wants to insinuate that Infotrak has got some soft landing for the opposition for Raila Amolo Odinga. And he has attached a story that was given there when he criticized the opinion polls in 2022 that was giving Raila a head start ahead of William Ruto, because Infotrak had indicated that Raila was going to win. I want to state this. If David Ndii still believes that William Ruto won fair and square, let them open the server. I have avoided for sometimes for talking about the server. But the Kenya Kwanza team still reminds me of the server thing, because David Ndii is telling us that Angela Mbido or Infotrak was being used by Raila and the team to match them ahead of William Ruto, to hoodwink people, and is bragging that despite all the reports, all the polls that Raila was going to win, that he was beaten by William Ruto. Let them open the server. Because that is not what I want to talk about, let me just ask you one question. You have seen in that category, even the opposition has been rated at D. If at all it was Raila who sponsored these opinion polls, would he have given himself a D? Because if you sponsor an opinion poll, maybe you have got a cordial relationship with the owners, the directors of the poll company or the poll firm, or you have paid them. Can you pay a firm that is conducting an opinion poll, you sponsor, then you still give yourself a D? Can it be that way? Because if Raila had sponsored this, then he would have rated himself, or the opposition would have been rated at maybe, at worst, at a C plus or a B. But if you see all of them and all the government departments, they have been given a D. And I think opposition has fallen in this because they decided to talk with the government in the National Dialogue Committee, and many people thought that Raila would have, continued with demonstrations. I think that is why they're saying they feel opposition is not performing the way it should be. But then I want us to look at the double speak and the double standards of the Kenya Kwanza team. Now that William Ruto has been given a D and Rigathi Gachagua has been rated at an E, they want to deny, and they are after this firm. But when Tifa polls rated UDA as the most popular party, the Kenya Kwanza Brigade were they were over the moon with joy. Listen to the Secretary General Cleo Malala when that report came out.
Mumeona utafiti ambao umefanywa leo kuonyesha kwamba chama cha UDA ndio chama imara kabisa Kenya hii. Sisi tungependa kusema kwamba baada ya sisi kumaliza kutengeneza uchumi, baada ya rais wetu kumaliza kuimplement ile manifesto yake, ningependa kuhakikishia Wakenya kwamba hii percentage ambayo wametupatia kama chama tawala itaenda juu kabisa. Most Kenyans, and if not 70% of Kenyans, will be in UDA party, because we are a party that is very strategic when it comes to implementing the development agenda. We are a party that has a foundation of ideologies. We do not just politic. Sasa hivi sisi tuna implement ile manifesto ambayo rais alisema, na baada ya kumaliza hiyo manifesto, I can assure Kenyans, hizi vyama zingine ambazo ziko 20%, nimeona chama ingine imepewa 20%, 22%, hiyo chama namba 2, I want to ask an audit of that TIFA survey, kwamba waende waangalie hiyo chama, sidhani inafika 22%. Hiyo ODM have rigged the 22%. Sidhani, iko chini kidogo. Vile vile pia katika hiyo survey tumeona kuna vyama zingine ambazo pia ni sister parties zetu ambazo katika Kenya Kwanza ambazo ziko less than 1%. Tungependa kuomba hizo vyama ziweze, kwa sababu it's not politically viable to run a party which has a popularity rate of less than 1%. Wafunge hizo vyama, wakuje tukue na chama moja strong, chama cha UDA. So kama wewe uko Kenya Kwanza na hiyo survey imeonyesha you are less than 1%, tafadhali funga tu chama, wewe ujiunge na chama cha UDA. Tusonge mbele.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Mkuki kwa nguruwe, kwa binadamu ni chungu. It cannot be that when they are rated as the best party, they agree with the poll results, but when the same knife is cutting them, now they feel the pain and they want to attack these opinion polls. And I'll tell you, they feel the pinch and they know the pain. This is exactly what Ndii is trying to do. They know that running a government that has given you a vote of no confidence, ruling a people that have given you a vote of no confidence is very dangerous. because they are walking on a very precarious path. The hustlers, the mamambogas, the watu wa boda boda, everyone who voted for them is telling them, we no longer support you. It's very easy. Look at yourself. Look at the reasons why you voted for Kenya Kwanza and tell me whether you still believe in it. Some people voted because William Ruto had told them he was a Christian. He was God sent. I know people who fasted for William Samoei Ruto. Some people voted because Raila was an antichrist, a mganga. That is what they were told. Some people voted because they were hustlers and they were voting against the dynasty. Some people voted against Uhuru Kenyatta and his friend Raila. You know, people had got reasons why they were voting. Some people voting modo wa nyumba, mtu wetu, just because ni mtu wetu. We are very tribal and we play ethnic-based politics. So you know the reason why you voted. And based on the reason why you voted will inform the reason why you either still support the government or you no longer support it. So these people understand the pain and of ruling people who don't have trust in you. And this is why David Ndii came to defend the president, to defend the deputy president. Of course, he has always done this. We are also seeing a very usual narrative of blame game. In fact, for the whole of the five-year term that William Ruto will be in office, we are not going to get tired of listening to the blame game. Everything is about Raila, Uhuru. Because how does even D think that you can sponsor an opinion poll when you are also given a D? And they're saying that the Raila team has not yet learned? I don't know. So this kind of blame game, when our airports are leaking, it is Uhuru Kenyatta. When we have rampant blackouts, Uhuru Kenyatta bought faulty generators. We cannot confront our issues and deal with them. And let me tell you, in life, even at a personal level, if you are one person who is always looking for scapegoats, you are an escapist, then you can never succeed in life. You must be a person who sometimes you just get quiet and you say, this is where I went wrong, because to err is to human. This is where I went wrong, and I can always come back on track if I change. Because let me tell you, change begins with you. Change begins with me. It can never be, a two-way traffic. This is how it is. So the more they continue blaming the previous regime, the more they expose themselves. I mean, and why could they blame the last regime for being given the most popular party? I mean, it is very, very dangerous. There is also an element of bootlicking. I have realized that there are a team around William Ruto who will never tell him the truth. It is either they have chosen to hoodwink him, or William Ruto is a man who does not want to be told the truth. Anataka kupapaswa. Yeah, we want to massage the feelings of our president and the deputy and the people. The other day when William Ruto was in Kisii, I remember this Mbunge who was saying, you must respect the president. The president has got no authority to lower the cost of fuel. Such kind of things. Such kind of statements and utterances and sentiments will make a president become a dictator. Dictatorial tendencies are planted in a person when people still tell you, nani huyu anakuongelesha vibaya, anakuongelesha kama nani, and you've got the sword. No wonder William Ruto was telling us that the sword that was given during the inauguration ceremony will be used to deal with those who are opposing him. Because people like Ndii do not want to tell him the truth. Now they are defending him. They are now telling him, wewe mzee, kila kitu iko sawa. Wakenya wana imani na wewe. Sisi tunatembea huku chini. Hizi ni mpango ya opposition. And then you even block the president from thinking. Sometimes you need to tell the president the truth. Things are bad. I remember the other day David was saying, tuache kulaumu serikali iliyopita. Wacha tuandame, let us face head on our problems. This is also a damage control, because there is something in the government. The NIS will do it, State House will do it. They cannot let this be the narrative that people are going to talk about. That now William Ruto is at a D and Rigathi Gachagua is at E. No, they will send some people to say something so that it is a counteractive narrative, so that people say, yeah. By the way, you know, there are people who believe in Kenya Kwanza. They believe in their bloggers. They believe in David Ndii, so that when David Ndii talks, they are relaxed. They would say, yeah, hii kitu imekuwa sponsored na opposition. And this is exactly what is happening. But from where you sit, even without looking at Infotrak and Tifa, do you still believe that this is the same William Ruto who was campaigning? Has he achieved? Has he delivered on lowering the cost of living? What about security? I mean, all those things, providing diapers to our women. Has he done that? All the charter that he signed with the teachers, with women, with everybody, has he implemented? I mean, if you ask me, he has not. And I can safely conclude that the opinion poll that was given that is the right position. It is also the right position because even opposition himself has suffered in the process. I mean, what do you think? Your guess is as good as mine.